Hey, 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 welcome guys. Rabbi Beni here. Long time not been doing iShook daily. We have a lot of projects that are flow. We got AI technology coming out, a bunch of stuff coming out. And guys, I don't know what's going on. I mean, we're trying to build a makeshift place I have to a studio. And what I'm doing, I'm starting this podcasting again with iShook Daily. I'm preparing our little venture with iShook Daily and iShook in general, my other podcasts, Rabbi Beni podcasts. We're trying to get as many people on board. But I really want to discuss this Kanye West thing. I'm going to call him Kanye West. And there's going to be reasons why this podcast, I'm going to explain why we want Kanye West and not pander to stupidity of Ye. Because where does this Ye come? I get it's from Kanye, but now he's only called Ye. Yeah, Ye or Ye, whatever it is. And I think there's a reason behind why it is. But for sure, we as a community, to let this continue with this individual is ridiculous. This individual is clearly mental health, no end. And Candace Owens protecting him, and then you have Andy Tate using this new music that he's using. And I want to review a few things and a few pointers that we have within ourselves. So if you check it out here, let me share the screen. Check out here what's going on. Right. Like there's a lot going on here. And I've been using chat Grok, like we're talking a lot. And you see the latest views, literally the latest views. Here you have the API from the full data from X. You can see how many things are doing. Hitler was against using blacks, culture, and army to subvert and lower the standard of whites. So they're listening with black boots, whatever it is, right? I mean, the audacity that he has to revive and create as if first of all, the N-word is not in my vocabulary. I never say it. It's not in my vocabulary. It doesn't even go through my process of mind, I think. I never did, never will. When I was young, by the way, I was in a park. I was riding my cousin's bicycle. A bunch of black kids beat me up. Well, not beat me up. They actually stole the bike, took the bike, and they flipped my kippah out, and they make fun of me of being Jewish, and they put Vaseline in my eyes. And then the head person in the park, she came in. She was a nice black woman, very good. She took care of me. It has nothing to do with race. It has to do with the person's behavior. But this has become a racial issue. Recently, I saw Piers Morgan, and I want to play this clip. Check this clip.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot have free speech in a country.
No, that's fine. You can support free speech, but you also have to be accountable for what you say. Would you use the N-word out of interest?
Yes.
You would?
Mm-hmm. I do, quite frequently.
You use the N-word quite frequently. Well, why? Other than the fact you're a despicable racist. Are you?
Some would say I am. I guess according to the ADL, I'm a white supremacist. I'm a neo-Nazi.
But if you use the N-word repeatedly, you are a racist, then, are you?
Sure, I'll embrace that. If that means forwarding, helping white people achieve freedom of speech, real freedom of speech, which, by the way, Shiloh Hendricks is being attacked on all fronts. They're trying to bring legal charges against her. They're trying to get her children taken away. So you were saying Carmelo Anthony, it doesn't matter. That's a different.
Sorry, but just to be clear, you just said to me you use the N-word regularly. In what context? Do you use it with black people?
Yes, if it's appropriate.
When would it be appropriate to use the N-word? When would it be appropriate?
Anytime I feel like it.
So you're an unashamed racist?
Correct.
Well, do you understand that makes you a despicable human being?
I guess so. I don't really care. I mean, why are we not talking about Shiloh Hendricks? Why are we talking about?
Well, actually, I think you.
Like this.
Why would you want to support a white?
Nah.
Why would you want to support a white racist?
This is really beyond.
Because I want to support free speech, and you cannot.
And then what do we have? The other spectrum. And I understand how we, even as Jewish communities or as general, we're allowing this song to be in any way there. I mean, this song, yay, right? Yay, right? Yeah, like yay what, right? This song is now if you go through all the feeds and X, this song is really being popularized. And you have kids, young black kids, saluting to a man who declared in his mandate that black people, African peoples, and and I don't like to call peoples, we're all the same peoples of God. In Judaism, Moses, our father of all prophets, his wife was from Ethiopia. And there's also Midrashic tales. There's also other records that we have that he had two wives. His first wife was an Ethiopian princess. Zipporah was actually an Ethiopian. Some say she was adopted from Ethiopia to the house of Jethro. I mean, there's a lot behind it. We have no ills to the black community. And I really want the communities and all our communities to grow, because all our communities are not growing. We're not here in America. We're not going to grow we're not going to have another 250-year empire. America is going to go to who knows where. And that's why we have the state of Israel, because there is no certainty here in America in the way things are going. Jewish people want a place to go to if any time there will be some sort of, craziness in the world. Where do we go? We're going to go to Israel. That's why Israel is so vital to all the Jewish people, because we don't know what's going to happen in the world. We need a safe haven in case, the last empire, which is America, falls apart. And if you look through all this, I'm going to see the latest post here. All right. So you can go here with the X data, and you can see an X data. Look at this. Look at this. How many posts are being done? How many posts are being done? This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at it. Look at it. Why do Jews get itchy when people say, why? Do you understand who Hitler was? I'm like, have we failed in education to our young adults today? And what did they learn? I mean, in the 90s when I went to high school, we learned we learned World War II. We used to go to the Holocaust Memorial Museum. What is going on with these young kids who are influencers and who are in social media? Do they not know any history? A person cannot be an influencer if he's a schmuck, if he doesn't know the history behind who he was. Hitler was a disaster. He was he was an Aryan supremacist. And now, look at this. Look at this. Everybody's posting. I cannot imagine this. And then I'm not surprised, honestly, between me and you, with whatever happened on October 7th and all the Palestinian, pro-Palestinian. This is like Mr. Kanye West, right, is basically creating his support for all this nonsense. Look at this. And then you have people chanting. Like, I want to show you a video. This is a crazy video. I'm going to show you a video. Look at this video that they did here, right? In X, that I see in X posted. Okay. And then, this is like outrageous. This is from a girl, True Blue Rebel. Shared this tab instead. Check this out. True Blue Rebel. And then if you look over here a second, there's a little lag here.
Nigga, how Hitler? Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things out there on Twitter. Nigga, how Hitler? They don't understand the things out there.
I don't understand. There's nothing to understand. The only thing I can understand is that you're freaking crazy. You are a crazy person. And this seems to be a very anti-Semitic site where they're pointing anti-Semitism constantly. Like, I don't get this. Let's go back to our next piece, back to our data here. And then you can see over here, look at this. Look at this. All these posts. You are the community he has done in one day. He has created Hitler, one of the worst human beings in the world, right? The man who his full intention and goal was the wiping out of all inferior humans. The tests that they did to Jews, the things that they've approved, that they've done in the 1940s, is beyond comprehend, beyond early 1940. This is ridiculous that you should create. And one thing, so I played this clip already, right? This
Why would you want to support a
about
white
the
race?
N-word. How is it that you combine the N-word with a Hitler? Hitler was a person who looked at you as an inferior race, and you're saying that he's your hero. He's where you sign up to. This song. There's no doubt the beat is an awesome beat. I will admit to that, but that's the danger of it. That he knows that he can create these beats, he can create these songs that will resonate with young youth, and just basically embed with them in their mind that yes, we are with this community. Yes, we are relevant to this community. And I'll be honest with you, if you take the video, right? If you take this video, all right, and you have look what he has in the video. He has like 30 men sitting in a square formation. You know what a square formation is? That's a military formation. That's an old age military formation. You're standing there. They have their lion strap to show that they're warriors, and now they're here out to fight as warriors. This is not normal. This is definitely not normal. We have to call this out what this is. This is pure anti-racism. This is power or supremacy in another level. He's calling himself a Nazi in the song. In what way can you be called a Nazi? Like let's look up what Nazi means. All right, let's look up what Nazi means. What's that out? Let's look up what the word Nazi means. Yeah, just for the people to be educated. Like, we need to know what Nazi means. Oh, yeah. This is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. So it's called the National Socialist German Workers' Party. Share this out. National, right here. National German Reich, Greater German Reich. I'm doing this because it's sad that I have to do this, but where kids don't even know the issues that are there. Like, this is so sad. Like, today's young people are making this demon of a person, a hero, a person who's misunderstood. There is one post where they're saying the person is misunderstood. I want to stress before I even show you this. And if you're thinking that it's not being used for white supremacy, this song, it is definitely being used for white supremacy. Check this out. I'll share you this post. Taylor, share this post before. But this crazy. Well, it's wild. You get it. It was probably the white supremacist. This is normal. Is this even normal? If the black community doesn't step up and go against this publicly, we are in danger here as Jewish. We are in a danger. This can be very big. Again, this is social media. And this is music that from a person who's one of the best musicians in beats in the world. And he is now become a person who is the poster boy for Hitler, right? And the biggest joke is, if you would be alive in the time of Hitler or be in front of Hitler, he'd be shot to death by the SS. This is something that I can never understand. It's incomprehensible. And again, we're doing the research here. I want to show you a post. Like, President has dropped the requirement for salary to come out of the that means, okay, it's a different news story. So let's go back here with my data search here on the Exis information. Look at this. Look at Israel spending $100 million like Kanye is single-handedly destroying the narrative. Lies and deception. Okay, I don't know, man. Like, that's ridiculous what they're thinking. By the way, I'm going to also mention to you, why does Ye call himself Ye? And this is a huge problem that we have to understand. And I'm going to show you another thing after that. This is crazy. I just want to make people aware of what's going on. We have to really analyze the person. I've been watching, for better of a year what he's been doing and the sidelining, right? We're gonna show this in a second. Well, I'll show it to you now. Rapper, Nazi, Italian to an Italian Jew made song. One, she's not Italian Jew. His wife, she's Italian Jew. Andrew Tate plays Yay new masterpiece. Heil Hitler and his iconic God. Ooh, and hey, all of a sudden is pro this song. What are you pro this song? Because he quoted the Matrix. What is this? First of all, this Matrix nonsense. This nonsense. You are the Matrix. You're creating non-reality's reality. The percentage of people becoming millionaires is near impossible compared to what you're trying to feed information to young kids that they can become millionaires. Yeah, they could become millionaires. 20, 30 years, if you work hard, you can become a millionaire. There's no overnight millionaire. No one has the luxury like you, Andrew Tate, that used women's sexuality to make money. Like a pimp out in the streets of Canal Street at 1970. That's who you would be at that time. But over here, I want to show you like this is a poster. I want to show you the post last night. I saw this. This is sad. This is very sad. This whole thing is the saddest thing I ever lived to see. Never would have imagined this would happen. You only hear this in 1945 and all the old reels. Now you have revived a man who was a genocidal maniac, created a war that killed over 50 million people. The stats are a little bit more, but over 50 million people, because there's many non-reported as well, because we don't even know if it's 6 million. There could be 7, 8 million Jews, and it's not lower. Don't quote me and stick me and say we don't know, no. We don't know in the sense that we know for sure that 6 million, but it's 6 million plus because not everybody was reported in the data that they had. Okay, a lot of them were massacred before they started writing down their names and all that, because all of a sudden they were meticulous speak. Okay? Like, look at this, all these messages. This is ridiculous. Now I'm going to show you what I asked Grok. And I'm going to ask Grok again. By the way, to show the power of Grok is unbelievable. So I'm going to see it right now. That was a crazy picture. So there was a poster that says, a picture of Hitler, and he's misunderstood. Now we're putting out data and information. Because of the song, we're creating a question about the Holocaust. We're creating a question about Hitler. We're making Hitler into a hero because of this schmuck Kanye West. This loser Kanye West. Right? That's what we're doing. That is exactly what's happening. This is the saddest story ever. Maybe we can search it. Oh, here, this many options here with the X data set to search. You do a lot of stuff here, and in a sense, we got to come back as Jews, as Americans. We got to combat this. This is not what America grew up to be. To overcome hatred and racism and anti-Semitism. Listen, racism goes both ways, always. Whether you're Jewish, whether you're black, whether you're white. We have to stop identifying ourselves as peoples in the general public. Meaning, yeah, you are an identity, you are a background, you are a past, you are, who you are as a person growing up in a certain environment, no doubt. But we're still peoples as a whole, or Americans as a whole. I mean, we unite under the flag of America, but no one's doing that. Because once you want to go be a Holocaust denier, then you can be pro-Hitler. That's what happens. Where do you think all the Holocaust denying comes from? Once you want to burn the American flag, that means we don't have to unite under the American flag. We can overtake America. This is what people are saying. This is the purpose of all that. This is the divide of all. Look at this. Look at this. They're making him to some sort of hero. Look at that. This is ridiculous. Like he's some sort of Superman or like some sort of super Nazi, most likely, super villain. And he says, I'm the villain. I'm the villain. He's the Joker in our society. He's the Joker to the Batmans in our world. Look at what he has done. He has literally in one day, with his music, with his talents, created the most largest, and this is going to be a spiral effect. This will be a song that will be in people's heads forever. It will be. It will be. And then you have him being introduced with Andrew Tate, Now Educate is doing this. This is ridiculous. This is, I don't know how in any world this is normal. I just don't know. I don't get it. I don't know how in any world this is normal. You know, so then we're coming over here.
With all the fucking thing, I still don't get to see my children. You can see my twin like they don't see how they feel. So I'm becoming messy, yeah, bitch. I'm the
around the world that just gave them marketing material. Listen, there's certain rabbis in my community that they spew nonsense that are not part of our Torah, not part of our education, and they're spewing nonsense because it's their own interpretation. And I always against them. And they have some of them are being clicked for the neo-Nazi benefits. And I make public within our community, public statements saying this is not normal. These rabbis should stop with the nonsense because A, they're not even saying the right things in Judaism, and B, they're saying nonsensical things that can be used in white supremacy sites, and they are being used in white supremacist sites like Dan Bilzerian. This is becoming a new moda, a new lifestyle that all of a sudden, out of all cultures, the Jewish people can be picked on. And to say Israel is not the Jewish people is a joke. Israel is Judaism. The Israeli land, the country is Judaism. Without Israel, we don't have Judaism. We don't have the Jewish people. The land is what we are connected to. It's like saying the American Indians are not entitled to the land of America. So basically, even call American Indians, which call Native American, right? The Native Americans here in America, to say that they don't even have a right to their land in the country is ridiculous. I would ask a question to everybody: if right now there will be 10 million Native Americans coming out from wherever they are, and they claim that this land is their land, what happens then in America? Like, think about that question. That's a huge question to ask. But if you go through all this, man, look at this. Everybody, the fact they're saying, well, I won't say, shows this guy isn't to be taken seriously. I don't know that. Just saying both words together. I just don't get it. I don't know how this is going to help them. But what the sad part is that so many people are taking into this nonsense. So many people. And they're making the worst person in the world. I'm telling you, they make him some sort of hero. This is ridiculous. Look at the shirt. Look at the shirt. That's what, if that comes out, wow. People wearing it down in the street. That's a low. Well, that is a low. This is ridiculous, man. I don't see how this is not black supremacy in any way. And I'm not for supremacy in any supremacy. We're all equally by that, by the hand of God. Look, you sure I killed 6 million Jews? They ain't up here. Look at that. Do you see what's going on here? Like, this is not creating anti-Semitism. And then you have this. Look at this video about that. Yeah, I'll show right here. Check this Advocate video. Show that too. He's going with Bugatti, and he's Sam. This is so sad, bro. It's like pop it up higher. What's that? I'll pop it up one over here's. Let's open up about get trim. These big ones. Look at this guy. This guy right here. This is the video that he's going. Go see it. I don't want. Like, yeah, but it's over there. You can see Andrew Tate going to the stupid Bugatti. Like, I was as if Bugatti makes you a man. That makes you a man if you have a good family, you raise a family, you go to a future of grandchildren, and that your past and your sins are not, today. So I asked ChatGPT, how many, not ChatGPT, I'm sorry. I both ChatGPT and Grok, and both of them have minuses and pluses. Offense, Union, or so look, as of before I asked how many times. So as of May 9/25, these two words and HH, because HH is being used for the mention, as we mentioned, 27,200 times, 67,800 times. Now, if I ask, please give me an update. Update to data. On this, I'll put it. Okay, full data. Time current has 9:48 me to updated estimate mentions. Kanye West's page, over 1 million views and 27,000 likes. Don't you think that's crazy? That is crazy in itself. Look at this. So the conclusion comes out to be, right now, estimate as May 2025, not 4 a.m., 29,000 to 70,000 mentions. This is only going to grow. And we're not talking about other social media platforms. We're not talking about anything else. This is for sure going to just grow. This will go economy specific focus or seeking mentions on one platform. Or since the precise time, I assume for our clause. As of May 9, 2025, as I mentioned, 31,900 times. And other platforms of 27,200. May 8th video releases 1 million plus views. Streaming bans, VE Day, controversy, and Ye's May 9th Friday promotion. Wow, this is crazy. Now I want to tell you, why does he call himself Ye? Comes from Kanye. You think, oh, that's cool. No. It's not a coincidence. Ye comes from this. Share this instead. Check this out. Ye comes from this specific thing. You see this? You see this? Yay. Why is he saying yay? He himself said multiple times he believes it's Jesus. Yeshua is the Hebrew name for Jesus, meaning God saved or God is salvation. This is what he is. He has this messianic complex. If this guy is not as crazy as you think, this is the reality. Yay, Kanye West clearly believes he's Yeshua, which is Jesus. I'm Jewish. I don't believe in Jesus being Jesus. That's clear. That's understandable. But this is my podcast today. This is the revelation I'm telling all of anyone who promotes a person who has a messianic complex. He is just promoting nonsense. Do you know where the messianic complexes are usually found? Well, the mental homes, man. Like, seriously. It's called the crazy home. Like, this is where you belong. If you have this type of messianic complex, okay, at least use it for good. You're attacking out Jewish people with this song. I mean, this is the worst you can say to a Jewish person. And by the way, in my lifetime, many blacks and white people have said Heil Hitler to me personally. It's an offense. One of the biggest offenses you can make. Listen, this is my 30 minutes. This is my rant. This is my presentation to the community. You guys got to check this out. I just want to see if I can find this picture. Like this is the most this is crazy right now. This is the most craziest thing. Misunderstood. I don't know if it's up or anymore, but yeah, but that's what they're saying. Like all of a sudden he's misunderstood. There's a picture of him being misunderstood. It's ridiculous, right? Like we are now misunderstanding who he is, who Hitler was. Right. craziest thing I ever heard. Most craziest thing. This is crazy. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's what they're showing. This is what they're showing, man. This is what they're showing. This is what they're showing, my friends. This is exactly what they're showing. This is, say it with me. See this? They're taking a man, this yay, Kanye, Shmeye, yay, Shmey, Shmeyegi, this guy, unbelievable. This is who we are. I'm shocked. Look at this.
Man, these people took my kids from me. Then they supposed.
Wow. See how this works so out. As a single day will be nice. You see this? Whatever. I'm off. It is what it is, man. We gotta fight for this. Gotta fight for this. See you guys.